So at this point, I've got to make a decision about how much more of the game I want to play in terms of like completionist stuff, whether we want to try and head towards an ending, whether I want to try and start translating the book cover to cover, or, well, we don't have the front cover, but, or whether we want to try and open the big door in the mountains, which is kind of the final mystery that is to do with the old golden bingo card, which is definitely difficult to interpret. The fact that, I mean, the page we got from the secret gathering place and this final treasure obviously then has something to do with this. But what my main thought was trying to combine the fact that we actually have some translation done with that puzzle that we did. For the left, right, up and down symbols. And then I thought, well, we have a sort of breakdown of how the symbols work here. Would it be possible then for me to maybe figure out some sort of phonetics? Because that might be how this works. It might be sound related. Because, like the only connections I could maybe think of phonetically between the four words that we know the symbols for would be the T's that end left and right. So maybe we can make some kind of connection here. But immediately I'm already seeing stuff that's missing from this. Because like the symbol for right has a little circle at the bottom, and that's not present anywhere here, which is immediately frustrating, which I guess I hadn't thought of. So if we look at the language, each word or sound or phrase or whatever is contained in each one is split by a horizontal line. With something above and something above and something below, or nothing below. But that is, so I guess the interesting thing about the up, left, down, and right symbols is they seem to be like one symbol. They're not very long symbols, as you can see some of these here that are written underneath the secret gathering place. Some of them, I guess you'd say, are twice as long as others. Some are 3 times. So maybe that's to do with syllables, like a singular sound. That would make things more difficult, to be honest. I've not had any luck identifying the symbols for up, left, right, and down anywhere. Well, I'd like to just give it a go here with page 54. For additional support, that idea is interesting. I do wonder if the input for this is actually the octopus. No, it can't be, can it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so there are 12 tentacles and there are 12 page numbers, or 12 circles around it. So basically what I'm trying to say is I don't think I can construct the symbols for up, left, right, and down from this collection of smaller symbols. I just don't think I can. It's so complicated to try and combine them. Right, let's try and pick up some bits from here. So, if that symbol means fox or person, I think I've already pointed that out. But which symbols would combine for that? Again, it's like they're loosely circled. Right, why is that one on that side circled, but what does the one in between mean? So I think we can maybe test this out a little bit. So that if that second one means sword, if the one that looks like a stick man with no head and head or arms means sword, maybe we go back to near the beginning to the more tutorialized pages that are about using the swords and using the items. So let's find the attack tutorial stuff. Again, look, so there's the sword. None of those symbols look like that one, like the stickman symbol. Yep, rolling. Blocking. Maybe it's the other symbol, the one to the left of the armless and headless stickman. Honestly, I feel like this is going to be really challenging. But more challenging than I'm confident doing. Right, so let's go back. What about the other symbol? No, it's not there either, man. What the hell? How am I supposed to break this down? And the golden stuff, I just can't. Right. What have you said in a comment that, you know, about not giving up on this up, left, down, and right thing in terms of helping me translate, but I just can't see where they're supposed to be, whether they're supposed to be on like the top half of the line or whether they go up and down. Don't know what the up and down, like the dividing line, that you know, like in a fraction, that middle line is for. Because the symbols above don't have that, do they? Maybe they just go underneath. Doesn't seem like it though. I just feel like if that was the symbol for the fox, or for a person in this world, you would pick it up really quick. Huh, maybe there's one there. So on line 2, the first symbol at the end of the line, it sort of looks a bit like the symbol for the fox. One half of it on top and then the other half on the bottom. I feel like I'm going to have more success trying to solve the golden bingo card, but there, like, you know, this line is pointing to us, and I can't really see that symbol anywhere. Might not even slightly. But like, why are these ones circled in particular? So, what is this trying to say? All the symbols are constructed from like a hexagon. Okay, maybe. So is there some like universal shape here? So it's basically what I'm trying to say is they all made from that shape. So a shape that has what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, that has 13 lines in it. And then everything is constructed from that. Well, no, obviously not, because some of them have circles on. Like the symbol for right. There's lots of nuances. Maybe that's punctuation? Oh, it can't be though. If we look here, there are circles of varying sizes, dots. But it does look like that idea of a hexagon is what each one is made from, maybe? Like the top half of the hexagon and the bottom half of the hexagon. Hmm. And there's like a dividing line on the left and right sides of it where the middle line splits them. So it would be more like... It would be more like that, I guess. Mine's a bit pointier than theirs are. I could do one with a flatter roof. But then some of them have a little circle that gets involved. That's always on the outside of the hexagon. Oh, right, I think I've made a mistake with how I've drawn this, though. I don't think... Does the line ever go straight up? Yeah, it does, it does. So sometimes it does go straight up, but sometimes it only goes up a little bit. I wish I could zoom in even further, that's what I would like, personally. How can I use that then? That's the problem, like how... So if that symbol for sword was going to show up, it wouldn't show up as it's been drawn there. The symbol for sword would probably show up something like... something like that. That would be sword. Or if that's not what sword is, because the one next to it is the one that's circled. Right, so if the one that looks like a branch there that the fox head is pointing to, the one that is circled next to the fox head, that symbol is down here. That symbol is then combined with that symbol to make what? Fox with a sword? Right, so I'm just going to say that the one that looks like a stick figure but with only legs isn't the right symbol. The one that's circled is the correct symbol. No, sorry, it's not. I don't know why it has to be drawn in such a confusing way here. It's just really messing me up. Okay, so my guess then... It's like, why do you have that arrow pointing to it and then have the other one circled? Like, why? And what does the top one mean? Fox plus something. It's the sword one that's confusing me. Like, massively. Like, which is it, man? Which one is the sword? Because... Right, I'm going to just operate under the presumption for a second that the one it's pointing to, not the one that is circled, the one that's directly next to the sword, means sword. So we're going to look for that symbol, which looks like a what? It's a what? Well, I showed you. I showed you what I drew. So let's just go back and see. Interesting to see if I can see it on here. There's some similar ones that look like sword. we look, the very first symbol, the second half of it looks like the sword thing that I drew. It just doesn't quite have all of it. That might be one. Yeah, it's popping up quite a bit. The one after the word air, the symbol at the end, could be sword. Right, hang on. It's not anywhere there though. The one that's literally next to a sword, but that might not mean sword because we know that X, Y, and B don't mean sword. They mean use item. It means use equipment. But anything else that directly referred to a sword, you can always attack. So attack. We see that symbol anywhere. I'm gonna cut like the one over roof. Yeah, look there. Okay, second line, third symbol. Second half of the symbol looks like sword. Right. Alright. So, let's go back. I'm going to have to write down a more complete key here than what I've done. So I'm going to think that means sword. I'm going to call it a 1 over roof. 1 horizontal line. Roof. It might mean attack. Okay, so we've got... I know it's reversed, I can't help it. Is that in focus? So I think that's the symbol for sword or attack. So what does the one to the left of it mean? Anyway. So then let's make sure we try and translate the fox one. So that would be... like V over N. Kind of. Obviously this will be reversed when there's directions involved. Or maybe that means fox or person. Like that. It's, the camera's reversed, keep that in mind. Right, so let's go and have a little look for that. V over N. V over N. Oh, Y, yeah, sort of like a Y over N. Where are you, Foxington? This is going to be quite slow going, so I can't really help that. Whether I do some of this stuff without recording it, I don't know. Probably should, but I guess it's not. Part of the experience is trying to figure this out. Well, I've got one. There's one. Okay, second paragraph. I've lost it. Crap. Where was it? Yep. Second paragraph. 1, 2, 3. Fourth. When I say symbol, I mean where there's a horizontal line that isn't broken. I constitute that as one symbol. Fourth symbol, it's quite a long horizontal line. The first little bit of symbols there looks like the matching one for fox or person. Does it show up again? It does. It shows up again in reverse, but I don't know what it means in reverse. We've only got it what it means as is. Alright. Alright, some sort of progress. What the hell does person plus that mean and person plus that mean? So when the fox is doing something, maybe you combine it somehow? So fox using something? The problem I've got here is, like, some of the stuff over here isn't over here. Like, or is it? And it's just, well, these are complete. The problem with reading these symbols is they don't have the dividing line. That's what we kind of have to add in. Like the symbol for fox isn't on here. Ay. See, look there. The final symbol for number 1 starts with a fox. The, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th symbol starts with fox. I don't know where else to go though. Fox plus something. We've got another symbol which is... I'm gonna translate that as... Where's everything so... Oh. That bottom one. That's what we're trying to combine with fox. I don't know what that means. And what we need to do is search for that symbol to try and parse the two words. They combine to make that, which we know means fox doing something, perhaps. So we've got the other symbol as well. I really wish our friend who made this book used the dividing line. I don't even understand the language and I'm a grammar Nazi. So that's how I'll translate the complete symbol. Let's go and have a little search for that. try and separate the two symbols. Just because, you know, there's two swords in this picture, two fox people. Have a little look for it. It's like a double R on top, like a R, R. R, R. Tough for me to say R, because I get in a lot of British accents, you pronounce an R with the back of your tongue, whereas I think that's actually quite difficult to hear. Whereas I think in a lot of other languages, an R is pronounced with the front of the tongue. R, R, or it's just pronounced with more effort. I think in an American accent, and then like particularly in like Eastern European accent languages, the R would be R. You'd like lift the front of your tongue up quite a bit more, wouldn't you? R. There's a few that are pretty similar, but I'm just seeing hexagons now everywhere. Oh, I got one. I got one. The first paragraph, the very last bit is this symbol? No, it's not. It's very similar, but it's not quite it. The bottom half's wrong. All right, fine. R. I don't think it's going to be useful to find it there. Personally, we need to find it next to something like an instruction of some kind. Hang on, is it there? No. No. That's not it. An R. Starting to feel like a job here. I'm only joking. Quite weirdly satisfying. The depth here is just insane. Right, I can't see anything in that one. Sword. Yeah, look, at the end. That's the symbol for sword right at the end of the first sentence, the last syllable just before the question mark. We know that that's the symbol for sword. So maybe I need to connect these to the horizontal line for them to look more similar in my notes. Maybe? Yeah, probably. Can't see this RR anywhere now. Definitely gets a bit complicated with the longer symbols because it seems like the hexagons overlap. So for example, underneath sword, the first one, that's one hexagon. Then the next symbol, that's two hexagons. Next one is one hexagon. Next one, two hexagons. Then the last one looks like it's three. can't find that RR symbol anyway. If I can find them, separate them, maybe. Found another fox one underneath fruits. The second symbol on the first sentence of fruits, the very last bit, is the symbol for fox of the second symbol. Right, I'm starting to see the word fox show up a lot. Interesting. So if we look at the first line of the hot pepper ivy symbols, there's a comma in the middle. So we have the symbol for... Oh no, we don't. We have the symbol for fox on the third symbol of the first line. We've got it on the second line too. What's a rudling? Alright, I'm not having any luck finding this double R. Sorry, don't make slurpy sounds in the microphone, Matt. I found a similar one. Yeah. First symbol of the final line in this little rock thing that looks like a rare crumbling rock. Final line, first symbol, first hexagon. It looks very similar, it's just got a little circle on the bottom. I don't know what that's in relation to be honest. Yeah, but I'm starting to see the symbol for fox absolutely everywhere. Which is I suppose it's something at least. Yeah, look. First symbol, second hexagon. That's the symbol for fox, I think. No, it can't be though. It's slightly different. That's bizarre. Sometimes there's a gap. Sometimes there isn't. No, it is the same. Wow. Yeah, the symbol for fox is everywhere. So what does this... So this means if you seek to increase your power. So is that what this means, word for word? Like, if you seek to increase your power. Ellipsis. So maybe it doesn't mean fox, maybe it means the word you, or I, or something, a pronoun of some sort. Oh, there's the double R. Third symbol, first hexagon, but it's got a little circle on the bottom. Not sure what difference that makes. But that hexagon is more or less the same. I'm not really sure what that would mean though. Praying, perhaps? A praying fox? I pray. We can test that out, right? Because there's the praying at these things. See, like the one in the speech bubble doesn't have the dividing line on the hexagon. Okay, we're seeing fox written there. We're seeing... I'm thinking that it might mean I pray or something, or the fox prays. Something and attack. The bottom layer of the hexagon is never connected to the horizontal line, ever. It's only ever the top one that's connected. I think that symbol we've been looking for has something to do with praying. The one in the speech bubble doesn't look like that though. Not at all. East Forest. Library. West Garden. West Garden. I don't think it's going to be syllable related. The quarry. No, because it can't be, because there's too many hexagons above there. Have I ever noticed that one that says door in the mountains? Jesus, look at the time. My goodness. Any other prayer instructions here? A lot of these are kind of similar, but not quite the same. Right. Tough. Tough. Maybe the one that is the fox combined with R that results in the one that looks a bit like a G. Something to do with praying? Maybe? Or I pray, the fox prays, something along those lines. Because it's a combination of not quite, because look at I hadn't noticed that. The two things that add together, it scribbles out the one at the top. That can't be right. It doesn't mean fox then, does it? Fox prays. The symbol for fox has another bit at the top, where the one that's circled. Maybe that's an error, a typo. Don't know then. I think maybe they made a mistake on that. So, I think they try and just communicate with you here. So they've done it like that, but I think it's supposed to have an extra line there, so that it looks like that. So keep in mind that this is flipped, so it will look wrong for you. Just flip it, mirror it in your head. Then we've got this other symbol, which is a combination of the fox and something else that we don't quite understand. Which I think will look something like that when it's got the middle line, and then when it's combined, I think it will look something like that, but reversed. If it has the dividing line on it. Well, I don't really know what that one's going to mean though. Oh. Right, one thing here is I think we need to maybe flick through the book and look for uses of single hexagon symbols in things like where was the one that was about using the prayer? Like this. Oh, that's 2 hexagons, isn't it? That's a weird one. That doesn't make any sense. That's like... That really doesn't make sense to me there. That's like 1.5 hexagons. That's really frustrating. Okay, I've made a little bit of progress there, but nothing revelatory. So just for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, let's go back to the old bingo card so that to vary things up a bit here. Okay, so what I was thinking here, because on page 12 we do obviously have some gold that is in traditional line shapes. So the question is, where are we supposed to start from? Well, the answer might be the first direction is an up, right? And then if we're treating this as like a connecting dot-to-dot puzzle... Oh, there are 2 possible starting locations for that, aren't there? Oh, why? What? Why? Oh, that's just ruined the whole theory I had for that. Because I thought those dividing, the way that it's divided up means you have to start on an up to connect it, but I guess you don't. Well, you don't need to start on an up, do you? How the hell do I interpret that? Because that's obviously like it's like a left, left, up, up, right, right, down, down. If it was an input for a prayer, but it's circular, so... This is really confusing, this thing, man. Right, okay. I don't know if I'm going to upload this. Maybe part of this, the key here, is trying to understand what this at the bottom says. If we can understand what that means, then maybe this just becomes a lot easier to understand what we're supposed to do. But I think we're still in the very early stages here of translating anything. Interesting thing would be to see, is there a difference between these top 2? 1 and 2. First bit is fox, right? Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Anyway. Right, we'll leave the video there, guys. I don't know if I'm going to upload this, but I'll have to maybe chip away at this a little bit off camera to get some sort of direction going. But we'll see. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a like if you did, and just remember, everyone, never trust an on-crate. I'll see you next time.